Alright, welcome, here we go. We're going to discuss the DonFallout of the Connect 5 Donfall. And to do that, we're going to start reading Deloaded's book. This is The Right to Rule, a leadership guide by Deloaded. This is version 3, the ChatGPT version. Editor's note. Due to the sheer difficulty of reading the original 13-page document, due to multiple spelling errors, crude grade school level errors with grammar, and overall bloat, ChatGPT was used to spare the minds of all parties involved with this audiobook. Welcome to The Right to Rule, a leadership guide for Minecraft factions and guilds. While focused on Minecraft, the principles here are applicable to real-life leadership as well, drawn from my decade of experience with the Donfall organization. Chapter 1. The Fundamentals. Starting a successful group requires understanding key principles. In casual settings, leadership often emerges naturally, but intentional groups need clarity. Begin by focusing on something you excel at, be it PvP, building, or griefing. Specialization helps define your group and attract members. When joining new groups, I've often encountered the frustrating response, "We do everything." Trying to excel at everything rarely leads to recognition. Except that initially, you may struggle with leadership. However, your skills in your chosen area can still draw members in. Expect to handle 80% of the work yourself at the start. Your activity level will significantly influence your group's early success. Additionally, avoid joining other groups, as divided loyalties can undermine your authority. Members need to trust that you're fully committed to your group. Set clear rules and model the behavior you want to see. As Machiavelli famously said, it's better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. This highlights the importance of establishing authority with respect within your group, as a strong leader will foster loyalty even in difficult times. Chapter 2. Activity. To recruit and retain members, create an engaging environment. People need to know that joining your group will offer a rewarding experience. Recruitment can happen through shilling, advertising your group in chats. While this can be a starting point, it tends to attract lower quality recruits. Interpersonal recruitment. Encouraging your existing members to invite friends. This method builds a stronger foundation, as recruits often feel safer joining if they know someone already in the group. Public applications. This works best when your group has enough reputation for people to want to join and go through a formal application process, though it comes with higher risks of insider threats. To keep activity levels high, ensure that your bases and events offer consistent, enjoyable experience. When members see well-built bases and frequent updates, they're more likely to engage. Regularly post build screenshots and reach out to inactive members to encourage their participation. Limit access to one base at a time for new members to minimize potential damage and ensure focus. Even if your group appears large on paper, maintain a manageable number of bases. Donfall, for instance, operated effectively with only 5 bases, despite having around 200 members. Keep in mind the 80-20 rule. Typically, 20% of your members will be active. Accepting this reality will help you build a thriving community over time, as long as you create an enjoyable environment that encourages participation. Encourage communication through frequent voice chats, especially early on, as they can help strengthen relationships and foster camaraderie among members. Chapter 3. Internal Conflict and Management. Dealing with internal conflicts can be one of the hardest challenges as a leader. It's essential to approach these situations fairly and objectively. Always refer to established rules, which should be clearly defined from the start. If both parties have violated rules, it can complicate matters. However, sometimes doing nothing is a valid option if neither has broken any rules. Members may need to resolve their issues independently. Promotions within your group should reflect members' contributions and loyalty. Implementing a rank structure helps motivate members, allowing them to feel a sense of pride as they progress. However, be cautious when promoting individuals. It's wise to wait a bit longer than you might feel necessary to ensure you're making a safe choice. Chapter 4: Insider Management. Managing insiders, those who may betray your group, requires vigilance. It's unrealistic to eliminate all insiders, especially in public recruitment scenarios. Instead, focus on risk management and mitigation. Be watchful for red flags, such as new members asking too many probing questions. Those who rarely build but are active in voice chats or text discussions may also be suspicious. Additionally, monitor members' friends lists. If they have connections to known adversaries, or if their Discord account is new, these could be warning signs. Limit new members' access to one base at a time, making it harder for potential insiders to cause significant damage. Also, create a slow and deliberate rank-up process. Most insiders will lose interest or slip up if they don't see quick progress. If you encounter members who seem overly friendly with rival groups, or individuals known for negative behavior, take the time to have private conversations with them. Maintaining open communication can often prevent misunderstandings and keep loyalty intact. Chapter 5: External Conflict. Men ought either to be well treated or crushed, because they can avenge themselves of lighter injuries. Of more serious ones, they cannot. Therefore, the injury is to be done to a man ought to be of such a kind that one does not stand in fear of revenge. Niccolo Machiavelli. In group relations, the goal should be to avoid enemies and diffuse conflicts before they escalate. On geopolitical servers, diplomacy and alliances are essential, while in anarchy settings, maintaining a strong reputation is crucial. Understand that petty revenge often leads nowhere. Instead, focus on building a positive environment for your members. In the chaotic world of anarchy, it's more important to cultivate an engaging community than to get drawn into fruitless conflicts. When dealing with dishonesty, avoid lying to your own members. Building trust is crucial, but there may be situations where strategic deception against known troublemakers is acceptable. For instance, misleading griefers about your base's location can buy time and divert their attention. Chapter 6: Reputation and Clout. Reputation and clout are foundational to your group's success. Clout can significantly ease recruitment efforts, as a well-known group can attract members with minimal effort. Reputation, on the other hand, is how established players perceive you within the community. Focus on both by maintaining positive relationships with other groups and gaining visibility through media coverage. Your accomplishments and the visibility of your bases can bolster your reputation and attract attention from potential recruits. A sustainable cycle of creating engaging content, drawing attention, and using that interest to recruit more members will ultimately fuel your growth. This principle applies to real-life endeavors as well. Build products to gain resources, then expand your efforts using those resources. Chapter 7: Conclusion. I hope this guide has provided valuable insights into effective leadership. Much of what you'll learn will come through experience, but applying these principles can help you avoid common pitfalls and foster a thriving community. Embrace the journey, and you'll find your leadership skills evolving over time. If Don Fuhr and Deloaded could take this book that he wrote for the Elders of Donfall seriously, they would be able to correct most, if not all, of their issues. Now, that being said, wanted to take a brief moment here. Go ahead and showcase the music that we're using today. We're listening to Rainy Japanese Street No copyright, lo-fi hip-hop mix 22. It's got sleep lo-fi beats with rain sounds. Very nice. That being said, we're gonna go over, that was the right to rule, but now we need to address something else. Donfall is dead. There's a couple things that hit very different now after Donfall. There's some music videos, like Donfall's Dead, the deloaded diss track by Anime. If you haven't already, you should go ahead and subscribe like that. Bada bing. See that? Subscription added. Let's hear why this is relevant.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but Donfall fucking over, man. Let's get it. Coming out of pit fight, this shit ain't right. Not gonna sit in silence. I'm here setting the record clear, about to start some violence. Backing up and quick, cause you make me fucking sick with the way you yell at kids and the way you slam your fists. It's fucking embarrassing. Can't handle emotion, stuck in implosion. Your shit's fucking broken, it needs to be spoken. You say reciprocity, it's a fucking tragedy. Like, do you even know what that word means? Reciprocity. Noun. The practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit, especially privileges granted by one country or organization to another. This game is all I have, holy shit, that's fucking sad. You're so fucking bad and tears like your dad. Cause you ain't fucking got none. His word, you should look up hypocrite. How you gonna cry and still grief shit? Settle and score like an Act 4, fuck around and you get hit. Bro, you talk too much, got me typing TLDR. Apology so long it put the fat man in the ER. You claim everyone is toxic, danger, putrid, and then you turn around and call your members stupid. Yo, Donfall is dead. 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 Yeah, you already fucking know. Pit fight abstention on top. Fuck Donfall. Yeah.
It really hits different, huh? It hits pretty different. I did make sure to say that down there, 2 weeks ago. But it does hit different. Speaking of things that hit different, we're going to go over this. It's the 2023 Fallout style ending. And you know what? It does hit different.
At the request of Bomb Knight, A1 Facial GTO would go on to successfully infiltrate Donfall and reach the highest rank within the group, short of fully owning it. He is still infiltrating to this day, having forgotten that he was supposed to grief them.
It's funny because, that was 9 months ago. Anyways, just figured I'd go ahead and throw that out to the community, give you guys an extra little look into things. I'm also going to put a link in the description that has the original Right to Rule, a commentary version of Right to Rule, and the ChatGPT version of Right to Rule. It's going to be in a zip file. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.